Wait a couple more minutes. See if anyone else gets on before I get started. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good day. Oh, hey Maverick, what's up? How are you? So, yeah, tonight, gonna be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I have never played this game, so I have no idea what to expect. I have heard stories that it is, like, secretly dark, but I know nothing beyond that. Hey Steph, how you doing? Okay, hearing you say it like that, I'm actually kind of scared now. Uh, how is everyone else's evening going? I don't like your laughter, Steph. Uh, well, not surprised. Cookie Run would have better rewards than Genshin. I mean, I enjoy Genshin, but its rewards are consistently terrible. Hot anime take. Okay. Well, I guess it's relevant. I enjoy Demon Slayer. It's a perfectly fine shonen. It is also very flawed, and like most shonen, it is not always great with female characters. Like, I know people are pretty back and forth on the Nezuko discourse right now, but like, honestly, I kind of disappointed in a direction going to get ultimately ended up going with Nezuko. Like, I enjoy there's a like I don't know. I guess it's kind of hard to articulate exactly. Basically, I guess what it comes down to is I kind of don't really like the fact that Nesco doesn't really have any actual agency in the end and just kind of seems to be used as a prop, which has been consistently annoying, especially this week. Like, I mean, even if the even if the goal was just to, I guess, use Nezuko as a prop to make, I don't know, I guess Tanjiro, to give Tanjiro more motivation to be like a protector or whatever. One, that's kind of lame, and two, even if that is the case, it's not being done particularly well. Like, Nezuko bailing out Tanjiro last week didn't really do anything for either character, so, yeah, not really a fan of how the story's doing Nezuko right now. And, yeah, I guess that's my anime take for today. Sorry if that sounded a little rambly. I'm not really good with like doing this stuff off the top of my head. But anyway, I guess I've rambled enough. So let's hop right to this. Uh, I appreciate the disclaimer. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Boy, they are really got all the disclaimers here, huh? Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Okay, now I'm really scared. Uh, okay. I'm probably gonna rate this video. I'm gonna skip the content warnings. All right. Alright. So, let's see what we got here. Please enter your name. Alright. I'll keep it straight. Just go in chat. I'm also quite scared right now. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because we've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If it's going to taste out to me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and I went for the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Baby, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Jeez. She already likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't be able to learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy right now, but I die at the thought of you just becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. She seems nice. I'm probably gonna regret saying that. Okay, let's see. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Oh boy. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so, you know. Know what? That you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, at 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Jesus, guys, me. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hee. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori's really is really that much of an airhead, or if she's cunning as to have all of this planned out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. Oh well, can't say no to cupcakes. And thus marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Well, I mean, hey, there are worse things you can sell your soul for. I detectively follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Okay. Gotta try to think of a good word for this. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Jet, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. See, hearing you say that stuff only makes me more scared. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her whenever she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We've rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Jet. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about I make some tea as well? The girl arranges a few desks to form a table. Now, Sayori mentioned it's been widened and there is at least one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, so are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Let's hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I did this for you, but Baka. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you. Glad we're just throwing out all the good tropes today. Not like I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, so I already said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy. Beautiful. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returned to the table carrying a seat. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm getting, like, the character dialogue confused. It's kind of hard doing all these voices at once. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow that smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined the club yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... that's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't settle the politics around the major clubs. If you have nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events, I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that they're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find this, right? Maybe that's why they were so delighted by the idea of having a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Jet, what kind of things do you like to read? Well... Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I swear that I'm thinking after seeing Yuri's head smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Okay, so we're to fantasy. Good choice. I telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writing can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? So, why do I keep feeling these words are going to come back at me later? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I have had a horror book once. I desperately grasped at something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I would have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't just put it down. The real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari settled up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reasons of your heart. Do you have experience writing too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yay, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us to get more comfortable with each other, except for the bottom of the club. Isn't that right, Jed? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I boldly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry being convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me into the eyes. Yes, come on, guy. What? I'm sorry, I thought. Hmm. Jet, you all. My defense was against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if I'm writing poems, it's a piece. Wait, that is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend each and every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided that. I'll do the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yay, I'm so happy. Zoe wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you just came for cupcakes, I'd have been super pissed. Well, then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Jet, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress a class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Jet, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because he always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Okay, I hope that's the last thing we know for these girls for a little bit. I can already feel my throat getting jacked up a little bit. Whew. Sec. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be spending each and every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to get closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess I'll start writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So I guess I'm just supposed to pick words. So, which word are you guys feeling right now? Because, let's see. Feeling a little adventurous, so I'm gonna say swimsuit or disaster. And which one do you guys think I should go for? Okay, that's one for disaster. Anyone else? Well, disaster it is then. Disaster. Let's see. I'm half tempted to say captain, but I kind of scared what it's gonna be, so. I don't know. Let's say beauty. So tempted, but I'm not gonna go for silliness. guess yes. Let's see. Other, I guess. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Stay. Comments. Journey. Yeah, what's all? Okay, these words are getting more and more ominous, so I kind of scared of where this might be going. Okay, really. Boy, the word series that really is there, huh? Suicide, massacre. We're just going with all the fun words today. Let's go forgive. Repeat. Well, hi again, Jet. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Oh, nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Loser Club. I was the last that came in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thank you for keeping your promise, Jet. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, look, he deserves any slack. Zori told me he didn't even want to join any other clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know, he just planned to come here and hang out or what. But I don't take this seriously, then he wants to see the end of it. Lasky, you certainly have a big mouth for somebody who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, gee. Oh, wow. Hold on, today. Lasky finds himself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jet always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's just because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Jack could be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori sees oblivious to the weird situation just for being new. Oh, Yuri brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Oh, come on, don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. She already made it sound like it's a big deal, but it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any dice sets are from you is a pleasant surprise. Okay, that is good. Okay, that is a pretty good way to solve the situation. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, it won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it's to keep your attention even if you don't usually read. So we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She may pick out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it any time at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you have to think. Now that I'm more settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some schedule of activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sorry and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I feel a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and then listen again on Sailor's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way to show that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? If we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one wants to come to the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? They're already taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear it deliberating like this. Ah, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. I can definitely relate to that. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But there are a lot of the unexpected reasons I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can easily put her mind to things and make them come to life. Well, I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa. Open my eyes to see Sayori's face lifting my vision. I literally fell out of my chair. Yeah, sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. I need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Yeah, I'm also quite hungry. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Oh, hey Andrew, how you doing, buddy? Oh, thanks for the encouragement, and thanks for the ominous comment. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is still sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's a snooze-face stain on your collar right here. I'm trying to wipe off last name with a finger. Oh my. But no one would even notice that. Of course I would. I was going to tell you about it because I didn't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. You meanie. I do not even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh, wow. Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll take me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, it will change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does all these kinds of things. Yeah? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I was going to fully put the button near her chest. I don't think it even fit you properly. I did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? It's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori easily buttons her blazer once more. Yeah, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. If I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all this embarrassing stuff. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just trying to focus on waking up a little earlier. At least you focus on getting to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. Yeah. I guess we rely on better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Well, I guess so, huh? Well, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Do it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell you sometimes. Alright, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly called out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Jen, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to tell to do the answer, but she already so trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is out a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. That's key to you, Yuri reluctantly complies while reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, so before we continue, I think I need to grab some water because my throat is starting to feel kind of scratchy from all the talking. So I'm gonna take a break for a hot second, and I will be right back. Whew. I think I'll sit for a little sec before I get started again. What have you guys been watching lately? Thank you. Good sip of some water. So I guess I'll back to this. I can understand taking a break from anime. Don't know anything about Queer Eye. What is that? I mean, for me, the big anime thing I've been watching over the last few weeks was Arcane. And, yeah, people were definitely not exaggerating how good that show was. It was pretty incredible. Definitely a little surprising it was that good for a League of Legends promotion. So, yeah, that's a shock. Hopefully we'll get another season, but I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, I know you're pretty busy with editing. Good luck to you. Really hope the final product turns out well. Alright. Okay, my throat's feeling a little better, so I guess I'll get back to this. So, alright, folks, who do you think I should show my poem to first? Gotcha. So, fam, which girl do you think I should show it to first? I'm leaning towards Natsuki or Yuri right now. Yeah, you definitely do need to get back on Ready to Kings. That show has been consistently awesome, yeah, especially the last few weeks. Yeah, speaking of which, I don't think I got around to today's episode, so I guess I'll do that after today's stream. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Natsuki. Alright. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expect from someone like you. Well, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It doesn't evoke any emotions. So, basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. I don't like it. Let's see. Let's see here. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can weep. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. What about your poem? Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Let's be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because then I wanted, because I went in high school, then the writing had to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people didn't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Yeah, your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I never it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, but the other nice thing about super writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it up for right at the end, and then I made it fall flat on purpose. And I was making out the feeling in the last line. Oh, so you did. Well, I guess more would do that than I realized. Now, if that's what it means to be a pro, I'm glad you learned something. You didn't expect that for the youngest one here, did you? Well, yeah, I guess not. I said to humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Doski's really proud that I won't take that away from her. Okay, here's what I say my poem to next. Let's say Yuri. Yuri starts the poem. I made it passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, you don't have to force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put myself into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can help but notice that it's been several minutes and haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, that they pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. And the end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once you find a train of thoughts, and then sometimes your meaning totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone as he sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into even writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice. And learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or not to Natsuki. Mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd like to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Oh, that is, that's, very nice handwriting. Definitely gonna be a little hard to read now. Give me a sec. Okay, let's see. Go under the light. The turtles of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streamlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air out of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh well, that's... interesting. Definitely interesting. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. Yeah, well, neither do I. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I am really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jet. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past, and soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solid putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. But it makes me happy to think that. Just remember that it won't be too long before you pick up on these things, too. Well, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. Alright, we've got 2 left. So who did you guys to do? Any preferences, people? You know what, I'll say Monica for last. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Chad. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Marie's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people I know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a jet poem. And that makes it extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. Imagine how you're really part of the club now. And I'll take you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Chad. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this with other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks. I'm not really sure if I already see the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny the huge part of it that I joined. Oh yeah, but just means to her at all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Hey. I read my poem too, right? Yeah, don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, well then, hey, writing is definitely a little easier to read. Alright. Hey, Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to whisk away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. So, I mean, that was like, not sure about that last part, but I like most of that poem. Okay, one hot take. Well, let's see, you missed my take on the Nesco thing, so, let's see. Another good take. Let me think, Eddie. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to you on that. Nothing's coming immediately to mind right now, but I'm sure I think it's only in a couple of minutes. Sayori. This is just a guess, but you wait until this morning to write this. No, just a little bit. You can't answer that with just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Okay, alright, I think I got a hot take. Well, it's not specifically an anime hot take, but I guess just speaking generally. Hey, if you're a voice actor, it is probably not a good idea to, be out there supporting NFTs that are, literally kind of get to the voice acting industry. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you told most voice actors you were trying to do something that is, literally going to monetize their voices against their will, you're definitely going to make a lot of people mad at you, including a lot of the people you work with, so, don't do that. I don't know what the heck Stormbreaker was thinking there, but, sure got a lot of his colleagues mad at him. But, yeah, I guess that's my take for the day. Sorry I didn't have anything, better right now. Nothing else is, like, immediately coming to mind right now. Alright, let's get back to it. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess it's important arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright. One more, so time to, I guess, crack the old vocal cords again. Hi, Dad. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're doing everything, you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring these things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Uh-huh. Don't worry, Jet. We're all a little nervous today, you know? But it's just that sort of barrier that we'll all have to get past soon. Oh, yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. And that's so. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Wow. We're really good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. And sometimes the two of you really care about each other's well-being. If you show it in different ways, it ends up being more simple than you might think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing kind of has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Usually someone would enjoy sad things too. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. I'll say each their own. And it should be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Yeah, I'm sure I'll end up trying to predict a lot. It could take a while before I'm comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd like to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles. I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. And not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for somebody who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, I definitely do appreciate that they all have different... I definitely appreciate they all have different handwriting. That's a nice touch. Alright, let's see if I can read this one. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction, the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind like a foam left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas. Already scores with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever, a whole infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Nice little poem, but I don't know why something about that feels very ominous. I'm a little scared now. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of song's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poets have been putting emphasis on the type between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. So, what was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess it's everyone. Okay, guess my mobile board survived. Good. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. I'm a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sarah and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Thanks, Steph. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow with frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess I could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's great about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, you didn't really come out as nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. I looked for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. But I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Jet did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Yeah. I don't like my poems too, you know. Even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. I mean, he's just jealous that he appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? I didn't know he didn't appreciate my advice more. Not full of yourself. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, I guess this is happening now. Yeah. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one who's being, but... I need a second before I actually read that. Well, I'm gonna have to help no one else in the house, really. I do bad when it's happening right now. Okay. I wonder what who breathed basically grew his size bigger as soon as Jet started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls showed sword periods that they just noticed I was standing there. Jet? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then that's what happened in the first place. And the point you tried to make your poems all convoluted for no reason. It makes you just jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning more sufficiently. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jen? Well, I'm not gonna drive into this in the first place. I'm not gonna do anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, it's going to be... So, folks, which option do you think I should go with? 1, 2, or 3? Any takers? Yeah, anyone got suggestions? Okay, that's one for just going to the Ori. Yeah, fine. Okay, I guess I'll go with option 3. Musky girls are being dried up anywhere they had in my mouth. Towards that, I turned to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is sort of 5 points, and I can't bring myself to say anything to her. So, Yuri. Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting to make Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend like this? Chet. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to the others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity to make her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. You're not going to know what he likes. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are all wonderful people. I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems are amazing because they give you so many feelings in just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, yeah, there's nothing. Alright. I already moved to the same as they always Sayori says up triumphantly. Monica says behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Elsie sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whispered to Monica. She nods in turn. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Yeah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess this means Iris is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that. She might be a bit of an airhand, but that's sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see yourself get hurt. Well, that makes two of us. You can count on me. Martha smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. More could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Again, why does that make you feel? Why does that worry me a little bit? Okay, it's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. And how about you? Yeah, I'd do the same. It was a nice thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Let me think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, I think that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I thought to myself a newfound determination. Chad, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Or needs to be. It truly has been a while since Rory and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? Yeah, you know, between Yuri and Natsuki. That kind of thing happen often. No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want to do a pity, that's all. I can see why they've been good friends with you. Yeah. You know, Dad, I wasn't gonna get the same time with you in the club. But I did see you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Yes. Every day is gonna be so much fun. I don't think there really something caught up and kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but it doesn't really need to stop there. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I passed Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but I see you use Sayori as an internal model oftentimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so far this has been so far this has been pretty fluffy. Not I mean, but so some parts of this do feel a little lot better. So not sure what to expect from here, but we'll keep going. All right, guess I'll just spit some words. Gotcha. Let's see. Alright, I need to step away for a second. I will be right back. I gotta grab another. Start back up. And I got a couple of other people I left, so I'll do another bit before I start back up. I appreciate that you're moved by the poems. Thank you. I did grab some. I did grab some more iced tea, so I should be okay. I think I figured out a good way not to strain myself too much trying to do the character voices. Alright. Okay. When it passes, let's see. I've got a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Enter the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Jet. Yes, I are. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I just not used to you being in the club as a whole. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always a simple thing for you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Yeah, no thanks. Huh? I'm not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Aori? Huh? Well, why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sorry, nervously retrieves a coin purse. She fumbles with the lines and gets it open. Nancy turns it upside down and lets its contents fall off the desk. Only 2 small coins went out. Ah, the stroke was real. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. I don't even know. It's simple. If we had enough money in the first place, we would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and you want to excuse for the walk, or you conveniently plan to forget to spend all your monies and I would let you so. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. That make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Uh-huh. Very suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Don't you have to let me borrow some money? Don't get me involved with that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, at the point of a mischievous little stuff like that, your suffering is a fair enough retribution. That's harsh. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. Bad. Still, coming from you, sorry. I guess there's a little double to help us, isn't there? I don't let her fool you. She knows exactly what she's doing. That's all she told me you guys who was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you end up coming forward for the cupcakes. But you tricked us into making them. Come on, give me a little more credit than that. I don't know where something smacks you in the head and tumbles onto the desk. Alright, see if I can make the proper sound for this. Whop. Okay, I'm not even gonna attempt to screen that. I think my vocal cords can take it right now. Ow. What was a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Tori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. Why do you laugh about the cupcakes? It's only worth seeing your reaction, though. Haha. Nancy, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Story has the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Story rapidly tears over the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Story suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Ozzy takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Nosky. Can I Alright? Jeez. Burgers can be tuners. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy that you can share this one with me. So Marie gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Turkey so in hand, Natsuki reaches up to the outside way off of her. She simply leaves out and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth folds and Ridge runs away to safety. Gary and I laugh at Mel. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Okay, can you tell us a story? Yeah? Natsuki bounces around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. I haven't heard anything either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Well, that's true. Excuse me? Someone in the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. She's so strong-willed. What boyfriend? What are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, well, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. I've heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I was aware you play music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just sort of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. Oh, that's so cool. You can play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! Yeah, that sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I will aid out, Jet. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I really want the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. Yeah. Have another drink. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave that Sayori's routine in Escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori's set out for her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Jet! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies for another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? You know the festival is coming up? Me and Monica were going to make some posters and stuff. I'm gonna go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. So I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. You're going with Jet to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I want to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It's just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Jet? Yeah, let's go. Hurry and I exit the club room. I follow the honest theory how this gets around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sorry finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Damn, theory. What are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure who would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage or recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kinda dull. Jet, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. Nonsense about reading poems is about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem you like, between okay, I'm gonna do. I gotta do this before I try to read that. Alright. Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous movement between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sorry. How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Huh? You meanie. Working super hard on this, you know. Yeah, I know. I just meant that's a pretty unordinary contrast to your usual cute self. Don't say it like that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. This one's gonna be so much fun. Zori spins herself around the hallway again. Hey, Jet, the classroom over here is empty. Let's make it the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Zori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a small of sunshine, drawing happy vibes for the world around her. Boy, that line sounds extremely ominous. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going to victory with Diary brings a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Okay, I think I'll do one more scene and then I'll call it night. Okay. The two of us are in the classroom. Theory heads straight into the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crowns. Theory pulls out a box full of crayons on the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Theory starts pulling various crayons out of the box before reading color names. Alright, this one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find. Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. At least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped it by accident. Smack. Again, I would try, but I don't think I can scream that high right now. Shiori bends over and smacks her forehead right to the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crowns fall all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clenches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. It's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Sayori is sitting on the floor. I grab her by the waist and pull her out the closet. You have to move your head, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly lifts her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. Her bump is starting to form as well. Man, it's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Chat? Where do we even find ice around this time? I guess a cool drink would do. You don't have to. If I would feel like a unicorn. Even waiting for the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on her shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already retreating to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and the other to clumsily scoop up the crowds back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it and it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crowd, so that's good. Hey, Jet. It kind of reminds me of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? Now I used to play outside all the time. I'd always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fall behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and hurt myself or get a bump. I was crying really hard. You would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself but were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Kind of think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rinsing you out the closet, you wouldn't have hit your head. Jet, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're worth it to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. Besides, I don't do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like this. I guess that's what happens when we've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Jet? I'm so glad nothing stays between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Again, why do I get the feeling this line is going to be extremely ominous for some reason? Forever? And I'm honest to myself. There's no telling when we'll each end up in college or after that. So it would be fair for me to make any promises, but... not gonna lie, Crimson, that is actually extremely... I mean, I wouldn't say I'm leaning towards that, but we'll see what happens. It would be funny. Well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever cheating, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sarah had the one cool expression in her eyes. We remained silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside, and when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. There's what to worry about, okay, you know? Good luck with that. He's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I had it under my bangs. Sorry, hops to her feet. She clutched her forehead again. Don't sit up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori up the classroom. Sayori plays with her bags, trying to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Alright. Okay, gonna stop here for now. How do I even save? Oh, there we go. Alright, so yeah, gonna stop here for tonight. So far, this is feeling like a pretty fluffy visual novel. I'm sure I'm going to regret saying those words in a few weeks, but I guess we'll see what direction this game actually goes in. Well, I'm at least having fun recording this so far, so there is that. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Uh, I'm Chet from the Up Top Podcast. We do streams pretty much every day but Friday, except when we have new podcast episodes going up. And we should have a little something special tomorrow, so y'all can look forward to that. Definitely been a long time working on that one. And I think the next stream will be on Saturday with Patrick playing some more good old Naked Grandpa, so you can look forward to that. Thanks, Crimson. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's basically it for me tonight. So, all y'all have a good night, and I will see you next week.